Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins in a dream match against the Hardy Boyz.
This is literally a dream match for both Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, who, as you heard earlier, grew up idolizing Matt and Jeff Hardy. An entire generation was inspired by the Hardy Boyz.
Yeah. Thing is, the Hardys, they're not like some old retired tag team. These guys are still active, former tag team champs. Just dropped the strap not too long ago. I'm going to tell you, they're ready.
Yeah, they're not like Harlem Heat. They're still in action as Matt Hardy delivers an elbow right to the jaw. And here's a tag to his brother Jeff.
Watch yourself, Cole.
Come on, Book, all in good fun. As Dean Ambrose is whipped across the ring, double team by the Hardy Boyz. In all seriousness, wow! Look at the double team. Cover by Jeff Hardy, hook to the leg, and a kick out. Seriousness, though, guys, I'll get it right. If the Hardys can knock off Ambrose and Rollins tonight, they could be in line for a tag team title opportunity.
It would only make sense if you beat the champs, you get an opportunity. But right now, Ambrose and Rollins firing on all cylinders again out of the gate tonight.
And Rollins right to the face of Jeff Hardy. Cover again by Seth Rollins. Hook of the leg and a kick out. And Booker, what I find interesting about Rollins and Ambrose is it's almost like they haven't missed a beat as you see the former tag team champions, Cesaro and Sheamus, looking on.
I don't think they missed a beat at all. I mean, you look at Seth Rollins right there. I mean, the speed, the quickness, I mean, the timing is still there.
And Corey, let's not forget, Cesaro and Sheamus would be owed a rematch at some juncture.
I can guarantee you that's why Sheamus and Cesaro are keeping a close eye on the result of this match. Oh my goodness,
and
Rollins down hard.
Showing how double team is done. Hook of the leg now on Seth and a kick out.
Rollins suffered some whiplash on that landing. That looked rough.
He did.
And last night's matchup for Rollins and Ambrose against Cesaro and Sheamus was extremely physical.
From both sides, both the champions and the challengers last night brought their A games. It was an absolute joy to watch. Let's take another look at what Rollins just experienced. Tandem offense from Matt and Jeff, and watch Rollins' neck. Oof.
Yeah,
really
Rollins
nasty
hit hard.
way to hit.
And now Matt Hardy, side headlock, and Seth Rollins trying to fight his way out of this.
Rollins might be a little woozy. You can see there's not necessarily 100% behind those rights and lefts.
And Matt Hardy went right to the back of the neck with that clubbing blow. And now Rollins steps out of the way, face first into the second turnbuckle. And Seth Rollins now tries to go back on the attack. Smart makes a tag to Ambrose.
I think that's what the Hardys are going to have to combat against all night is the quickness of these two young guys.
Yeah, Rollins follows it up, and again, great double team by Ambrose and Rollins. Cover again on Matt and a kick out at 2.
You know, I know the three of us and most of the WWE universe were a little bit surprised at how well Rollins and Ambrose worked together last night. But you have to imagine, the more matches they have, the more time they spend traveling with one another, the better they're going to get.
Jeff Hardy is now legal. Rollins legal as well. And Jeff Hardy kick to the midsection. Double team by Matt and Jeff. Went for the twist of fate. Dean Ambrose looking for dirty deeds and a stalemate. And here, so much for that. Here's the brawl breaking out between these two teams. And Matt Hardy with a drop kick.
Matt sailing between the middle and bottom rope, connecting with Dean Ambrose. Rollins on shaky legs right now.
Hardys are turning the tide right now. This is where the Hardys are at their best.
And that's where Jeff Hardy's at his best when he can fly. And the Hardy Boyz taking it the tag team champions live tonight on Raw. And we're back live on Monday Night Raw. What a tag team match. The new tag team champions, Ambrose and Rollins, against former tag champs, the Hardy Boyz. And this is Seth Rollins, Jeff Hardy in the ring as Rollins looks to make a tag to his partner.
Rollins connected with that kick, but obviously still feeling the effect of the earlier whiplash he suffered. Seth needs to make a tag to Dean in a bad way.
Yeah, so does Jeff to his brother Matt. Seth will make the tag to Ambrose, and here comes Matt Hardy as well. And now Matt, Dean squaring off. Ambrose and Rollins became the tag team champions last night at the 30th annual SummerSlam with a victory over Cesaro and Sheamus.
And what a big victory it was.
Ambrose went for the running bulldog. Matt Hardy able to block, now up over the top rope, lands on the apron and now to the floor.
What's Ambrose got in mind? Nobody knows, not even himself half the time.
As Matt Hardy scoots back into the ring, Rollins sent sailing. Tag, Jeff's legal. This is going to be a unique one. Poetry in motion over the top rope.
Jeff Hardy sacrificing his own well-being to take out the tag team champions.
This is what the Hardy Boys have been doing for the better part of a quarter of a century. Poetry in motion from Jeff Hardy.
And every tag team back there in the back, they're waiting on the Hardy Boys to hit the wall, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, Cole.
He came back at WrestleMania, won the tag team titles. Jeff Hardy splash in the corner to Ambrose.
What would it mean for the confidence of the new tag team champions, Rollins and Ambrose, to be able to delete their heroes tonight on Raw?
It would be huge, but what would it?
No!
Wow, what would it be for the Hardy Boys?
Helping his partner.
That was great situational awareness by the tag team champions.
And again, I'm amazed at how well these two are working together. Dean Ambrose hooking the leg now, and Jeff Hardy in a kick out.
I'll tell you, I'm not surprised. I mean,
and watch this, Seth Rollins helping out Dean, moving him out of harm's way.
you know, Matt Hardy said it best. I mean, when your brothers, you don't mind, fighting your own brother, but you don't want to see anybody else do it. These guys got the DNA to go out here and just be the best tag team in the WWE. You got to love them.
And now Rollins trying to prevent Jeff from making it to the corner and a tag to his brother Matt.
Rollins with all of his body weight down across the back of Jeff's neck.
I can only imagine what it's going to be like when these two jail and just get on the same page totally. How long will they be the tag team champions, Ambrose and Rollins?
It could be a long, long time, Booker. I'm agreeing with you. The more these guys...
Oh! Power by Rollins, floats into the cover. Jeff kicks out at 2.
The more Rollins and Ambrose spend in the ring, the more time they are together, traveling,
tag.
They will continue to get better.
Dean Ambrose in off the tag now. Stop right to the midsection of Jeff Hardy. And now the lunatic fringe. WWE fans trying to get Jeff Hardy back into this matchup. And again, the very unique offensive style of Dean Ambrose.
This is honestly a match I never thought I'd see.
You know, one thing you can say about Dean Ambrose, you can call him a lunatic and all of that, but this man seemed to always to have a championship around his waist, and sometimes he hold it for a very long time.
I spent a lot of time around Dean Ambrose. The guy is tough as nails. He's out of his mind, but will never back down from a fight, and I don't think there's any quit in the man's body, period.
It's been quite the year, Corey. You mentioned you never thought you'd see this matchup. No one ever thought they'd see the Hardy Boys back in WWE. They returned to WrestleMania. Here's Ambrose, cover, hook to the leg on Jeff and a kick out, and then no one ever thought they'd see Ambrose and Rollins together again.
You're absolutely right, but now we're getting to witness the clash of generations right now.
The Architect and the Lunatic Fringe send Jeff Hardy into the corner. And now Rollins whipped into the corner. And again, into the corner.
As you can see, Seth and Dean still have a few kinks to work out. They're not necessarily firing completely on all cylinders.
Oh, Corey, they've only been together 24 hours.
Exactly, that's my point. They're going to continue to get better. I'm amazed at how well they've been working together thus far.
That's part of the growing process, but like I said, I don't think it's going to be that long of a process for these two men to get on the same page. Right now, they're the tag team champions. That says a whole lot about them.
Great move by Ambrose, intercepting Jeff before he can tag his brother Matt.
A great job cutting off the ring here.
Ooh.
Backing Jeff back into their corner as the tag made to Rollins. Frequent tags in and out of the ring for Rollins and Ambrose.
Remember, we saw him a little bit earlier. Cesaro and Sheamus keeping a close eye on all four of these combatants.
A mistake was just made right there.
A whisper in the wind.
Oh, Jeff landed hard as well, though.
Jeff Hardy taking out Rollins and Ambrose. Critical moment now for Jeff Hardy. Can he make it to his partner, Matt?
Well, Jeff not only has to make it to Matt, he has to go past Rollins and Ambrose.
Just shows
or around them.
Or around them.
As he just did. Tag made to Matt. And here's Matt Hardy.
Rapid fire. Turnbuckle strikes.
Classic Matt Hardy right here.
Rollins' memory of this match might be obsolete after that.
Oh! And there went for the running bulldog and connected.
We've seen that one before.
Matt Hardy hooking the leg on Rollins and a kick out.
The experience right now coming into play from the Hardys.
Looking for a victory to put them in the tag team title hunt here on Monday Night Raw. Matt Hardy, elbow to the back of the neck. Remember, the back of the neck injured earlier in this matchup on Rollins. Look for the side effect. Rollins able to fight out of it.
Tag is made by Ambrose.
Smart.
I'm not sure Matt Hardy's aware.
He's aware now.
Look at that. Elevated sling blade. Covered by Ambrose.
Cover. Hooks the leg. And it's Jeff Hardy breaking up the 3 count.
That right there is a move the Hardys never seen before. And that's what they're going to have to deal with. That's what the Hardys are going to have to contend with a team like Ambrose and Rollins.
Doing a pretty good job contending with it.
This match already beginning to resemble last night's SummerSlam Classic. Tag teamwork personified by both teams.
And the WWE fans in Brooklyn love it.
I agree with them.
Jam-packed crowd again tonight at Barclays Center. And there's Matt sent through the second rope. Rollins turns his attention to Jeff Hardy. Ambrose sends Jeff out of the ring as well.
At points like this, Cole, you got to ask yourself, do you believe?
Double suicide dive. And these two teams pulling out all the stops tonight.
That's what it's going to take. Dean and Seth have watched Matt and Jeff for years. They know everything the Hardys are willing to do and capable of. Ambrose and Rollins are just going to have to rise to the occasion tonight.
Just took a page out of the playbook of the Hardy Boys right there, throwing caution to the wind.
Oh, look at Matt Hardy, though, the veteran, hanging up Dean Ambrose.
Oh, no.
Oh, right on the apron.
The hardest part of the mat right there. Right on that apron.
Rollins' body racked with pain.
Looking for dirty deeds. Went for the clothesline. Side effect.
Scouted, well scouted by Matt Hardy.
Ambrose stays in it.
Wow.
And again, just a testament to the toughness of the lunatic fringe.
The Hardys been doing their homework, guys. And I tell you, if the Hardys win this match, it will be no fluke.
No, you're absolutely right, Booker. Matt and Jeff took advantage of a situation. Rollins and Ambrose weren't expecting this fight tonight.
Dean Ambrose, as Matt Hardy went up top, Dean caught him in the spine.
And Matt hung up in a bad situation.
I like that right there. Dean Ambrose pick him up just to take him right back down.
What is Ambrose thinking about?
From up there.
That'll end Matt's career.
Oh, wow. Matt hit hard off the headbutt. Ambrose perched top rope. Up over the top tag. Jeff is legal. I don't think Dean realizes it.
There's a little turnabout with Seth, and Dean just pulled off.
Kick to the face.
Jeff Hardy's legal still.
So's Dean. Jeff going up top. Ambrose countered with knees to the swanton.
What a great counter right there by Dean Ambrose.
What great teamwork. That slight interference by Rollins gave Dean just enough time to recover and block the swanton.
Gotta say, the lunatic is using his noodle tonight.
Crazy like a fox.
Ambrose back to his feet, kick to the midsection, looking for dirty knees. Jeff Hardy tagged by Rollins.
What a match.
Knee!
Whoa!
Rollins
That's
covers!
gotta be it, guys.
The tag champs win!
What a match.
Here are your winners, the Raw Tag Team Champions, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins.
And you have to wonder what the former tag team champions who were owed a rematch are thinking about this tonight.